1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here we go. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. That's returnable now for Smith. 51 yards on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Calling out a very strong gain of 24.
11.
Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11 empty.
Now Burrow. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25. What a return.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
Touchdown!
Gus Edwards.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 27, Jackson.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Hooked up by Jesse Bates.
And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
34 yards.
and the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action. Now Jackson.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last
last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give it to Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with one of our avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow looking to pass. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now it's Mixon running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nixon will try the right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Nixon with a 1st down carry. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Eckler now between the tackles.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Burrow from his own end zone. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The defense can stop it twice more as they